Hi, Jim Bronke here. Well, as many of my close friends knew last year, I was diagnosed as having prostate cancer. And so I'm titling this How I Killed My Cancer. And what we have right here is a chart. I made this little Excel spreadsheet chart showing my PSA values. Going way back 2012, it was down around 1.44. And then it was like 5 years later before it was tested again. Then it's still 2.97, which is considered to be still within a normal range. Then on July 18th in 2018, it went up a little higher to 301. And then 3 years later, it jumped up to 4. And then it went to, in 1 year, less than a year, it went up here to, almost 5, and then 5.57. So what happened is, in this region here, last year in the beginning of the year, my PSA was tested, and then they did this DRE, digital rectal exam, where they probe your prostate and check it for lumps and bumps, as well as afterwards you urinate. They test your urine, and they can determine from testing it whether there's a abnormality, cancer abnormality, and it came back positive in that regard. Then they did an MRI, and it came back with a little lesion in it. Maybe in a future video I'll find that MRI video or pictures and show that. So this is just a quick video to show, because I then, after an MRI, then they scheduled a biopsy, and I decided from my research that I should start fasting as soon as possible, and I fasted right before the biopsy, and then after the biopsy. And what they say is that you can't have a PSA test done until at least 3 months after your biopsy. So right at the 3-month window, I had my PSA test done again after a number of fasts, and it was down to 2.29. Now it's jumped up a little bit to 3.14. And they currently have me planned for another MRI in May. But in nowhere did my health provider suggest fasting. They did give me a booklet that said, eating healthy and reducing sugar is good, and track your diet on all this stuff. It's all well and good, but the bottom line is they did not recommend fasting. And I believe, based on this data here, that I really have no significant cancer. And that's why I'm writing this video, because I believe that what I've learned in the videos that I have put together with, like, Dr. Thomas Seyfried, and the interviews that Dr. Berg has had, have all pushed me down the path of understanding what the real cure is for cancer, and that is fasting. And the simple understanding of it is that when you fast, your body can survive off the stored fat energy that you have, whereas cancer cells can't. cancer cells require that you have some sugar every day, just about, sucralose and all that kind of stuff. And when you deprive it of that just by having electrolytes, your body survives. Hell, I worked out when I was fasting. I was working in the yard. I was at the gym lifting weights. I did a 7-day fast right before my biopsy. And then I had other fasts, like 2 or 3 days. And your body can handle it. Cancer can't. It's that simple. So look in my notes section, as I have a whole bunch of links to videos that kind of tune people in to the real cure for cancer, and that the reality is, hospitals aren't going to make any money if you just go off and fast. And a friend of mine who recently died from pancreatic cancer, was told, when she was in the middle of like chemo, and she was told, oh no, you can't fast, you need all your energy for the chemo. Well, of course, chemo is exhausting people. And I know of other people, many people, of one friend's family who all died from cancer. And the treatments that the doctors were giving them did not save them. And were they ever told to fast? So I'm posting the links to people. And of course, I'm not your doctor, so don't try to hold me accountable for anything. But this is just what I did. And do your own research and then plot your own path accordingly. So once again, check the notes section here, the details. I've got a bunch of other links of videos you should watch to learn a little bit more about it. The cancer cell biology is called fermentation mitochondria. And it just requires, your daily dose of sugar and other things. So I'm planning on not dying of cancer. So thank you very much. Check my other links. I also have a good link about cataracts, and look for that. And subscribe. Every once in a while I'm going to be giving good info. So thank you very much, everybody.